Hello, welcome Magic lovers. For this week's Rogue Wednesday, one of my viewers pointed out that the Laboratory Maniacs made a Inalla Reanimator deck. So it's this deck right here. This is their budgetless version. It is $2,500 in paper and only $434 on Magic Online. It's amazing what the reserve list does to paper Magic. That's actually one of the big reasons I never really got into paper Commander, but I digress. So this deck is a Reanimator. It's not looking to play a critical mass of wizards or anything like that. It's running Snapcaster because Snapcaster Mage is awesome with Inalla, and it's running Wanderwine Prophets because that is a one-card combo that if the path is clear, you can get infinite turns and your opponent never gets to play again. And then there's a couple other wizards, but they're not really like the, especially the legendary ones. Like you don't want to copy with Inalla because it's just a waste of mana. It's an interesting deck. This one is suited for multiplayer Commander, but the shell is pretty awesome, and there's a lot of really cool cards that you can play in 1v1 Commander. There are things like Mystic Remora, which are like just totally dead against aggro decks. And, you know, there's tons and tons of banned cards. So there's a bunch of Imperial Seals banned, Demonic Tutor's banned, Vampiric Tutor is banned. There's Vampiric Tutor. There's just a ton of banned cards in this. So I had to switch quite a bit of the deck around. But I came up with what I think is pretty good. So I took out some of the multiplayer focused things. I added a bunch of targeted removal because targeted removal is pretty awful in multiplayer Commander, but it's really awesome in, you know, in this kind of a deck or in a 1v1 Commander. So what I came up with is this deck list. And I think it's alright. I don't know how it's going to do, but we're going to find out. I did a little bit of testing with it. It's not particularly good because, you know, the Wanderwine Prophets, like, you need a path to... So I was really excited initially when I set this deck up because I was thinking, you know, like, you have the Necrotic Ooze combo, and this isn't running it. I don't know if it should, maybe. But it's nice to have a Reanimator deck that has blue for counter spells to protect your reanimation and that kind of stuff. And also you get, you know, Careful Study and those kind of, you know, discard outlets and stuff like that. I don't think it should be running the Necrotic Ooze combo because there's not that many ways, especially now that all those tutors are banned, there's not that many ways to get Shallow Grave specifically. Or not Shallow Grave, Buried Alive. Because that's what you need for the combo. You need to discard 3 of them. With this combo, you just need to discard the Wanderwine Prophets. Or you can cast it, but you need extra mana available to copy it two times. And then, so, it's an interesting deck. I had to try it. I've been wanting to play Inalla since she was spoiled. I was sad when I realized there wasn't the critical mass of wizards, especially wizards with Enters the Battlefield abilities. I think it's still pretty awesome with, you know, basically every time you draw a Snapcaster Mage, it feels like winning. So I even added, it wasn't in the original deck, but Riptide Laboratory lets you pick a wizard back up. Seems, you know, it's a colorless land in a 3-color deck with some pretty intensive mana requirements, but I figured I'd try it out anyways. So, let's see how it does. Alright, I got a match. I am on the play. I don't believe I can keep this hand. Playing against Edgar Markov. Let's go ahead and mulligan. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Doesn't look great, but I'm going to keep it. I don't know what I want to use the Lotus Petal for. I don't want to... I guess we'll find out what I'm... we'll keep this. If that's a land, we definitely don't want to crack this So do I play? Yeah, I'm going to play the Lotus Petal anyways. Just in case there's discard or something like that. Because I don't think they're looking to use artifact removal on a Lotus Petal. But if they use discard, they might. I don't know. Both are really unlikely. If we really had to miscalc something. But I really don't want to do that. Alright, opponent plays Sulfur Springs and Viscera Seer, which is fine. I'm 100% not going to miscalc that. Let's crack this, and I mean, I could hymn them. That would require me getting black here. It does slow them down a bit. I think I can wait. I'm looking to hymn the bigger things anyways. Let's hit a land. Got another chance to hit a land too. Alright. That's something. Pretty sure I blocked the Viscera Seer. They might not attack with it. Alright, they're attacking. They're just attacking with the vampire. I'm going to take 1 damage. I think this saves me more life in the long run. If they're not willing to attack with certain creatures because the death touch. Alright, they play Asylum Visitor. And I draw that card. Yeah, let's go ahead and hymn them. I hit 2 lands. Not sure how good that is. I might need to use this petal. I've drawn quite a few lands already, so I might be alright to use this petal to miscalc, depending on what they play. If it's not a real threat, I'm not going to worry about it. If it's a real threat, like that, I might, well, it's 2 cards for 2 cards, but yeah, I need this land. Like, the land is more important. And I'll block the Asylum Visitor if they let me. And they're not going to let me. Okay. So I've already saved 4 life. Versus the 2 that I would have saved by blocking. Alright, well that's a thing that I can't do anything with. So let's just play that land. It's a lot of mana. Can't bounce my own Baleful Strix. My hand looking pretty mediocre here. Alright. They're sacking vampires in order to scry. That's a good sign. think hitting those lands loses first strike until the end of turn. It loses. You use it on your opponent's cards. Alright, I don't know if it's time to block here. Probably not. I've saved a lot of life. I think they should just be jamming these creatures, honestly. Especially Viscerous here. It's not that important. Alright, Blood Gas. That one sucks. For us. Alright, well there's the Prophets. Long way from casting that as well. Especially from casting it and using the ability. Need to, like 8 mana in order to actually go off, and they need to not have blockers. So I kind of need a Toxic Deluge here. Discard a card. Alright, well that sucks. Alright, it's a lot of damage. Let's block the pulse tracker. Blocking the blood gas doesn't really do anything. Do I bounce the visitor? I think I do. I really need Toxic Deluge to get me out of this though. But letting them draw more cards saves me some life. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, I'm not dead. Am I? Yeah, I'm dead. Alright, so I did nothing and I died. Not really surprising. So I think something like Sweltering Suns might help a bit. Because there's only one Toxic Deluge. There's only one thing like Toxic Deluge. Edgar Markov is all over the format. I don't know what I cut for it. I think probably the Time Twister. It just doesn't go along with what I'm trying to do, really. Alright, I got a match. I am on the play. Playing against Sigarda, host of Herons, and I have no lands. Okay. Do I want to Duress or do I want to Thought Scour? Yeah, if I Thought Scour, I think I am going to Thought Scour, by the way. Sigarda's probably going to play a turn 1 ramp creature. I can't Duress that. I might want to save it for when I'm trying to go off or something like that. Any order, doesn't matter. It actually asks you now. That's interesting. Alright, so let's go black-red here. Not super worried about needing to rebuke something. Let's go Duress. Holy crap, there's not a creature in there. Carpet of Flowers, Ruined Halo, Oblivion Ring, Nevermore. I don't think they're going to know what to... That Sphere of Safety is a big problem. But Carpet of Flowers, I think, is a bigger problem. I think I have a monastery mentor too that I can't do anything about. We can Winds of Rebuke the Sphere of Safety. Or the monastery mentor. Alright, another tap land. Alright, well, I'm going to faithlessly loot. And I guess play Jace and discard Strixon land. Doesn't feel right. But I'm gonna do it. Nope. No point in doing that anyways. It's legendary. Making a token of a legendary creature doesn't really do anything. Oblivion Ring. Okay, yeah, I forgot that was in his hand. Alright, well, we drew a land. Let's draw 3 cards. Put back. Doesn't really matter. Nevermore. Okay. I don't think you know what to cast with Nevermore, or what to pick. That's why I wasn't worried about those cards. They picked Inalla. Okay. I mean, there are occasions where I've cast Inalla, but that's not what the deck is looking to do. I can make them discard their hand. Let's do that. Let's put... I need the City of Brass. I don't really need the Dance of the Dead. I'm going to discard anything. I mean, I could get it back. No, yeah, let's do that. Let's put these 2 back. Let's play that. Let's Chrome Mox that thing, and let's be insane. Alright, we gotta get rid of that Monastery Mentor and the Sphere of Safety. And a Wrath and a Swords. Very nice. And we still have a Jace. Mana Bloom for 2, okay. Let's draw. Yeah, we'll put those back. We'll play the Signet. No, not that way. Oops. You can't undo that. You can undo the other ones. Oh, does this stay? It stays. That's pretty awesome. Not the route I was expecting. I mean, the Sire of Insanity is obviously in there for a reason. It kind of protects everything you're looking to do. And they can see, yeah. What would we have drawn? The next 4 cards. We knew about these two. Careful Study, even Inquisition, for no value, makes a Monastery Mentor token. And then Dark Confidant and Swamp, which we probably would have put back. I would have wanted the Monastery Mentor tokens. Alright, got another match. I believe this is against Sigarda. It's the same opponent. Thought that was an interesting deck. I'm gonna draw. And I'm gonna mulligan this. Yeah. It's a shame. I don't think I can keep that either. Alright, we'll keep that. And I'll keep a land. Alright, do I want to opt or do I want to Thoughtseize? Everything they had last time was 3 mana. I think I can opt. Oh, Enchantress. Oh, it's an Enchantress deck. Oh, that sucks. I would have liked to have taken that out of their hand. Let's see. Where's the underground? Oh, it's got to be red. Alright, well, we'll take this Volcanic Island. We will opt. Yeah, I'll take a Dark Petition. Alright, there's another one of those. Let's Thoughtseize. Path to Exile. Academy Rector, Sphere of Safety, Awakening Zone. Let's take the Awakening Zone. Alright, another land. That's pretty good. We'll just say go. And they played the Nykthos. And then we'll delay that. Alright, Tainted Pact, pretty good. Can I piece together a combo here? They do have a blocker. I don't think they're going to swing with it. You're going to name Sire of Insanity this time? That would suck. Alright, they named Inalla. Dak Faden? It's so good. It lets us discard the Sire of Ants? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to play him before playing a land. Clearly me. This thing and a land. We can play Cast later. They can path her. All right. What's the suspend on that thing? 1. All right. So we know about 3 of their cards. Council's Judgment. All right. I don't know how good him is here. I can... Play Kess and Thoughtseize. I think that's alright. No. Let's take that path out of their hand. They have a Perfory Nodes and a Drop of Honey. Oh, we're still going to take the path. They want to kill their own enchantresses. That's fine by me. I get to draw 2 cards for every enchantment they play now, though. Which is not nothing. Not at all. It has haste. The 0/2. So we've seen these ones. Path is gone. Academy Rector. Is there any way I can exile that? Because I definitely don't want them getting a... I could rebuke it. Hymn them. And opt. Can I do all that? That's each player. Never played with that card before. Hymn them. Nope, I hit the Rector and the Sphere of Safety. And then we opt. Did I already play a land? I did not. Let's take that. And let's kill Niklos. And attack. So we hit those 2 cards. So they have Perfory Nose and Drop of Honey. I don't know if they want to play those. They're probably pretty good against Edgar, Markov and whatnot. A little bit slow, though. Alright, they're going for it. They get 2 cards out of it. So I've been forgetting this whole time that I have this Dark Petition. I could reanimate the Sire of Insanity. It's going to be a while before they... Could just hymn them again. Or Tainted Pact. Is there anything else in the deck? I don't really want a Sweltering Suns or anything like that. I want their drops to kill them, their creatures. So I'll have 3 mana. So if we reanimate, I can also into the royal. 1 of their drops of honey. So what do I get? I get not shallow grave. That's not the one I want. Animate den. So into the royal. Let's cast Winds of Rebuke on. It doesn't really matter which one. And attack with Kess. And we're empty-handed anyways. And we have this Kess going. So we got to make them discard their hand, which we got rid of a stasis snare there. And they got to kill one of their creatures. It's going to be 2 more turns before they start killing our creatures. Solitary Confinement. Skip your draw step. You have Shroud. Prevent all damage that would be out to you. That's not quite there. Oh, that sucks, because we can get it back later? Yeah, we can get it back later. So let's Tainted Pact. No. No. I want like Jace or something. Shallow Grave. Nah. Yes. And then we can just draw 3 cards. Although we're putting things back. Yeah, so that's fine. Let's put things back. Discard the Swan Song. It's actually pretty good. And then they, unless you discard a card, they have to sacrifice this like immediately. And we can bounce this drop of honey as soon as it starts hitting our own creatures. Or do they? Oh, they discarded a Wrath. I see. Wrath would have been alright. Where'd they draw a card from? So let's draw 3. We're super close to this Wanderwine Prophets. Alright, they back it in. Yeah, that was a big advantage. Alright, I got another match. I am on the play. Playing against Selvala. Alright. Guess I'm going to keep this. We can very least Winds of Rebuke it. The Bury Alive is probably quite good. Gamble might get us a Reanimator. Turn 1 ramp. Usually have it. Treefolk Harbinger. Okay. That puts it on top of their library. It's a forest or a treefolk. They can get the 5/5 thing. Yep, the Sheltering Ancient. Which is bugged on Moto. Not going to fetch yet. I might fetch now. Yeah, I'm gonna faithlessly loot. Two lands. Fire Covenant, Gamble, Wins, Buried Alive. Man, I don't really want to get rid of any of these cards. Wins is probably the worst. And Gamble's part of a combo. Maybe the Fire Covenant? No. Get rid of land. It's always a problem with faithless looting. Sylvan Safekeeper. Wirewood Symbiote. How many lands do you want to sacrifice? Alright, so we drew a land. I'm going to Fire Covenant. I think I can do it on their turn. They can return an elf. Their hand. Yeah, I'm still going to do it on their turn. I'm going to wait for him to drop the Selvala. I hope it doesn't go bad for me. I think it's going to be really hard for them to sacrifice all these lands that are required for, especially that land. I'm gonna take these 2 damage. I'm gonna wait till the end of turn just to make sure. Do I care about this Harbinger? Probably. It's still in the way. Might as well. It's 3 damage. Alright, they just let him die. I'm going to go ahead and bury it alive. A little bit risky. They could play Scavenging Ooze or something like that. I could Inquisition first. But then I have to Murderous Cut on my own turn. That's probably fine. Worldly Tutor. Alright. What are they Worldly Tutoring for? If it's Scavenging Ooze, we have to change our plans a little bit. Dryad Arbor. Okay. Sheltering Agent, Reclamation Sage. We don't care about either of these really. Although I put myself in a position where I'm pretty much guaranteed to discard what I get with Gamble. Let's get rid of the Sheltering Agent. Let's just go. Yeah, we got 3 blue. We're fine. I'm gonna bury it alive. I'm actually going to see if this is fixed. I don't know. Should I don't know if that's worth a risk. Let's just... Yeah, I need to find out. I might actually cast the Sire of Insanity, so I'm just going to get these two. That doesn't actually tell me if it's fixed. They are in the right order. You're probably reading Wanderwine preface. It's a little bit confusing how the combo works. I've put myself at 50-50 to keep the card, though. Alright, there's Selvala. There's Dryad Arbor. That's actually a blocker, unfortunately. So we gotta wait. Alright, let's Murderous Cut Selvala. Lands mostly. That's an additional cost, so we can still Snapcaster that. So let's go that way. And then let's Bolt Dryad Arbor. They might end up playing the... Well, if they go for Greater Good, I think we try it. Alright. Unless we just draw a reanimation spell, which would be awesome. Alright. It's 50-50. Which is the 1-mana one? Reanimate? Where is it? Is it not freaking in here? Did I miss Reanimate? Oh my god, I missed a card and it's... could bite me in the butt. Well, let's see if it would have mattered. Nope. Alright. Do we faithlessly loot? Yeah, Dark Petition. And we just need a land. Not ideal, because we still don't have Reanimate. So we actually need 2 lands, because I need 2 mana. You have to pay for Inalla twice in order for the combo to work. Alright, they're looking to draw a card. Alright, there's a land. Yeah, I mean, like, the fact that I don't have Reanimate in this deck. There's the one. I didn't even notice that. Like, it's super critical here. Well, we can Dark Petition Jin and get back Jin Gataxius, I guess. I guess it's not the end of the world. We need, like, they can just, they have that reclamation sage we didn't take from them. We still gotta draw a bunch of cards, but they gotta take our, like, we can dance in the dead, that's an enchantment. We really need reanimate here. Animate Dead is an enchantment. The other ones are just for one turn. Necromancy is an enchantment. Whatever, we'll get Necromancy. Then they can't cast Selvala. Because they have to go after this Necromancy. Otherwise they lose their hand. That is a ton of mana. And nothing else. That sucks a lot. Yep. That makes sense. I genuinely could have won if I had reanimate in the deck. No, I want to cast all these signets. Might as well do signets. They're a slightly better mana. Although with this much, it doesn't really matter. It is a ridiculous number of signets. And other mana. Alright. Did I not play land? Alright, I might as well dump my hand. Might get a windfall or something. Oh, yeah, we'll pay 2 life. Whatever. Although I have this Dark Confidant, so we might want to be careful about that. And I'm not going to block with it. So we made them discard the Sheltering Agent. Killed those things. We actually don't know what any of the cards in their hand are. Looks like, yeah, Selvala, that makes sense. Let's put a stop on my upkeep. Although Vampiric Tutor isn't in the format. But if there's an instant... Alright, that sucks. Oh, jeez. Can I draw less mana, please? Let's play Inalla here. What's her secondary ability? Tap 5 wizards you can... I don't think there's 5 in the deck. Yes, I would like to draw a card. Ooh. Let's just bounce that. It's the safer line. Oh, they've largely got the mana they need at this point. They've already played Worldly Tutor. Don't know what they're tapping mana for. Nature's Claim? Doesn't seem like a good card to play right now. Gaining me 4 life would be bad. I don't know what else there is that's 1 mana instant in green. Reclaim. Okay. They can draw a card with the Sheltering Agent. Oh, okay. They can just play the Sheltering Agent. And draw 5 cards. That makes sense. And discard 2. Yeah. And then replay Selvala. They got 1 card left in their hand. I'd really like to get that out of there. They don't have an attack. I don't care at all if they kill Inalla. Alright. Doesn't give it trample. Alright, that makes sense. But now if I get a reanimate spell, I can bounce Selvala and win. Unless they play a mana elf. They might play a mana elf. There's actually a high probability of them drawing one. Alright, they discarded 1, so they're not playing 1. Alright, Snapcaster Mage is pretty good. And Spell Pierce. So we can Snapcaster and kill Selvala. So let's draw 3 cards. Oh, we can Snapcaster and... Oh, man. No, yeah, okay, we can... Yeah, okay. We win. Let's keep the Spell Pierce. Let's put back Intuition in that thing. Let's Snapcaster. Let's play the Lightning Bolt. We don't actually draw a card with that. We will with the Wanderwine Profits. We might as well make a copy of it. I don't know what else we're going to play, but we might as well make a copy of it. And I mean, we can get anything we want. Inquisition, I guess. Alright, so let's Inquisition them first. Autumn's Veil. And let's Lightning Bolt this thing. And creatures you can't... Okay. Alright. So that Inquisition was a really good idea. It doesn't really matter. Omnath, I guess. And then we animate dead. The Wanderwine profits. And I got to be really careful about how I stack these triggers. Okay. We could also spell pierce that, but we didn't need to. So I want champion to go first. And then we make the copy. Yes. And then, okay. We champion the real one. And then the second one we say no. And then we attack. And they never get a turn again. And then I think it works the same way. Do we actually need 3 mana to make that work? I think they're going to realize it. And then it's sacrificed at the end of the turn, so we're not at the end of the turn, so we actually do have to do that. Alright, I think I did it right. And then should be the same basic order. It's complicated. It's very complicated. I messed it up in testing the first time. It's actually pretty easy to mess up. Ooh, I need to watch that Dark Confidant there. So let's... We don't need that anymore. Let's bounce our Dark Count. Let's attack first. Yes. And make another one. Champion always goes first. Hopefully they're realizing I'm not going to mess it up. They could just be waiting for me to mess it up. I could totally mess it up. And then let's bounce the Dark Confidant. Let's... You know what, there's not a lot of reason to do anything else. Man, this is an intense combo. Fortunately, we only have a couple of turns left before that we have to do this. Yes. Okay, champion first. Okay, yes. Do the real one. I might actually be messing this up. Like, I might be spending more mana than I need to. And then let's draw. Find if, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Let's put this thing and this thing back, and then we'll say go. Champion first. Yes. That one, okay. Okay. Cancel. And then we have the Colligan's command to finish them off. I'll do it right now. Target from your graveyard to your hand. Destroy. Oop. Nope, nope, nope. Target player 2 damage. So return Jin Gataxias, 2 damage to them. There we go. Reviewing that last game, by the way, and reviewing how Wanderwine Profits works with Inalla, I could not have actually won with Reanimate that one turn because you do need 3 additional mana. Not 2. I originally thought it was 2, but the fact that you have to sacrifice the Wanderwine Profits in order to get the extra turn means you actually have to spend 3 mana, and you do have to always put the original underneath so that you have something to get back every time. You can't put the copy underneath the original, otherwise you'll screw everything up. So it costs 3 extra mana. I was saying 2 before, it costs 3, so it's good to know. And I could not have won that one turn. Fortunately, I still found a way to win. Alright, I got another match. I am on the draw. I'm playing against Selvala again. I think this is the same opponent. I'm going to keep this iffy hand. Be better if they played a mana creature. So let's not a specific reason to play the Mox Diamond yet. Oh, actually there is. Could presumably go off before they do. Might be difficult, though. Sylvan Library. Alright, no worries there. They're probably playing around a counterspell. I'm happy to have them do that. No. No. No, 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 no. Well, the intuition's pretty good, but no. Volcanic Island, Mana Confluence, no. Faithless Looting, no. 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 Jeez. Pyroblast, definitely not. Into the Royal, no. Baleful Strix, no. Inquisition, no. Jace. Part of a combo. It's pretty good. I don't think it quite gets there. No. 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 Kess is pretty good. I think still no. 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 Apprentice we've already got a reanimation. No. I'm going to exile my whole library. Yes. That's pretty good. Not a land. Oh, Jesus. Alright, Bifrost we don't care about. Fluster, Storm we don't care about. I might very well need this Windfall. Need a land. At least the Fire Covenant's pretty good here. Okay, there's Selvala. They said, well, they're gonna attack Dak Faden. Makes perfect sense. So my hope is we just hit Wanderwine profits, and then we get to go off. Alright, so let's discard Jin-Gitaxias. I think it's too risky to let them keep the Selvala around. Let's get rid of the Windfall. I can't actually cast the Fire Covenant. So let's Toxic Deluge for 3. Well, they could pump it up. Invigorate or something like that. Alright, they bounce it back to their hand. That makes sense. Worldly Tutor. Probably for Sylvan Safekeeper, I'd imagine. Reclamation Sage. Oh, to hit my Mox Diamond. Yeah, that hurts. And the Sylvan Library. They haven't... They kept one card. I don't think they've kept any cards until then. Alright, well we need a black mana to reanimate this Jin-Gitaxias. Would be pretty good. Wild Growth, not really concerning me. It's land? Oh, come on. Alright, let's get rid of the cards we just drew, I think. And just play the Talisman. Say go. But doing great if I had drawn a land or two in all these turns. Be in a really commanding position. Alright, this is Selvala, almost certainly. There's Selvala, alright. They got 3 mana left. They haven't played a land yet, so they could have 4 mana. Swinging at Dak Faden. Any land cast me this, any untapped land. I don't think there are any tapped lands in this deck. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's draw 2. Oh, that's pretty good too. Well, that doesn't really do it. So let's discard these two. Play the land. Play this thing. Oh, well that sucks. Okay, well we gotta pay 1 for the black part of this mana. And let's go there, and then Fiery Covenant them. Gotta hope again that they don't have an Invigorate or a Pump spell or something like that. Alright, there we go. And then finally next turn we can reanimate the Jin-Gitaxias, draw a bunch of cards. There's a good chance they hit something somewhere in all this Sylvan Library. I mean, we've been drawing extra cards too. I have 34 cards in my library, which is kind of hilarious. Oh wait, that's why I only had all those lands. Oh, Summoner's Pact. That's a hit. I assume they go for Primeval Titan. Terastodon. Oh, they can hit Dak Faden too. Oh, that's brutal. Selvala. And the Ancient. Looking to draw a card. Let's draw. Black and white, Dance of the Dead, Jin-Gitaxias. Yeah, we'll draw a card. Alright, we hit delay. We have a stop on our end steps, so that if we draw a removal spell here, I could Cyclonic Rift the Selvala. I don't know if it really matters at this point. I'd rather just delay the Terastodon. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's get rid of Dark Confidant and Sire of Insanity. Alright, we're probably going to lose Dak Faden here. Alright, we got a counter on our tapped Jin-Gitaxias. See how much mana they can generate. 3, 7, 8. It's just enough. Alright, not going to delay that. They don't draw that card. It goes on their library. Lignify. I'm going to delay that. Well, it's... Okay. They can draw a card from it. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't have been able to draw the card from it. But we were able to stop that, at least for a few turns. They can kill Dak Faden. Which sucks. No doubt about it. I'm going to opt. Yeah, now I don't have a way to discard that. I'm not going to pay to untap this. 21 cards in my library. Does this Flooded Strand even hit anything? And what can I target? Terastodon. Alright, first of all, I'm going to waste a life to see if this hits anything. I don't think it does. Nope. Alright, so let's use another... Oh. I don't really have enough mana to be... going after their... I could just Reclamation Sage. It's not quite as good as Terastodon, but then the Terastodon gives him a bunch of creatures. My life total does matter. I can Terastodon something of my own. Oh, I'm drawing like 7 cards a turn. I'm going to run out of library here. I'm still going to do it. I could Terastodon the Dance of the Dead. I think I'd rather wait. Oh, I can do the Wanderwine profits. Just in case. And I hate doing it with this thing. Yes. don't get the option to draw a card. Let's... Do I bounce Selvala? Is it worth it? It cuts up their mana. Or I can bounce one of these other things. Yeah, let's make sure they don't have a ton of mana for whatever they draw. Alright, I'm definitely going to have to get rid of that Gen Cataxius, or I'm going to lose. Oh, let's not worry about the Himadatorok, and this fetch land doesn't get anything. I doubt this fetch land gets anything either. Alright, they're sacrificing a creature. They're putting a counter on my... This card is bugged. It only does it once. Yeah, they have to play that or they have to discard it. I don't know what else they drew. Did they draw a forest? Oh, yep, they drew a forest. I should have 2 tokens on something. But Sheltering Agent is bugged. No, can't afford it. I draw 7 more cards if I don't bounce this thing. Let's play the land. I don't think I have an option here. Turns out I probably shouldn't have discarded most of my deck. Exiled most of my deck. I mean, drawing 7 cards all those times was pretty good. How many counters does this have? It's not showing its counters. Oh, now it's working. Or did they put the counters on? It's still supposed to put 3. Alright, do I dare drawing cards with... None of my hand really does anything. I don't know if I can ever cast a Sweltering Sun. I don't know if there's any red mana left in my deck. I suppose I can just return the Selvala again. Getting back, is there anything else that I can get back? I can get back that thing. I can get back... I got rid of Cass. I'm not going to get back Dark Confidant. Wanderwine Prophets can't get through. I discarded the Sire of Insanity, so I could do that. Like, I don't really need this hand. I'm worried about the bug. If I didn't have to worry about the bug, I wouldn't care about attacking with this Terastodon. I don't really care if I lose my Jace. Alright. We can at least Abyss them with the Terastodon. Yeah, okay, it's finally resolving. They can hit my Sire of Insanity. Oh, they hit the Terastodon. Alright. It still has a +1/+1 counter. Shouldn't it be a 1/5? Sheltering Agent is so bugged. Yeah, they put one counter on something. It's a cumulative upkeep. I don't get it. Yeah, Jace was gonna die anyways. Eternal Witness, get back, what? Reclamation Sage, kill the Necromancy. Sylvan Library, alright. They have 78 cards in their library. I have 12. It's a little bit hilarious. Let's make him sacrifice another creature. I would be in a much better position if it weren't for the bug on this Sheltering Agent. They wouldn't have, either they wouldn't have a 5/5 or I would have some gigantic creatures. And it's a little bit upsetting. Opponent should probably be playing as though it weren't bugged, honestly. Like, after 2 or 3 of these cumulative counters, like, you should sack it, because you wouldn't, in any reasonable game, keep this thing around where you're putting 3+1/+1 counters on your opponent's creatures. Yeah, they didn't have to put any creatures on at that time. They have to know it's bugged. I mean, this is the 5th turn, and they didn't put any counters on any creatures this turn. Alright, I had a short conversation with my opponent. They didn't realize it was bugged, apparently. They were going to put them all on the Terastodon. I'm like, that can still attack. 5 counters on it still matters, like, a ton. So they kept 2 cards with the Sylvan Library. So I'll see if next turn I can reclaim on top of your library. Alright. Riptide Laboratory. Well, I can make a 4/5 at least. Did I do that way wrong? Yeah, I used the black mana to my only black mana to fuel the Signet. No, I didn't need all that mana. Yeah, actually they might put 6 counters on something and then kill the Animate Dead or the Necromancy in a normal condition, unfortunately. Okay, they sacrificed it. I mean, it did already go a turn past that point, so that kind of sucks, because we would have had I would have been able to attack with a Terastodon. And actually it was 2 turns, because I would have been able to, whatever they put it on, I would have been able to attack through that thing the turn before that as well. So they kept another card. So there's the Reclamation Sage. Probably killing the Sire. So they can actually keep cards in their hand. I don't mind that. I don't mind that one bit. You can kill the Lignify or the Sylvan Library if you want. My mana? That's gotta be wrong. Unless you have something huge. Primeval Titan? Garden of Marassa. Green Warden of Marassa. You don't get to keep that card. Oh, they can untap and then put it on their... Okay, alright, yeah. They're finding a way to get out of this. It shouldn't have been in this position. It would have gone completely different. Yeah, like, they're going to cast Ulamog now. I don't know... They wouldn't have been able to keep that many cards. It just doesn't feel like this should have been happening. Alright, we can still do a lot of damage to them. We might still be able to attack through an Ulamog. I genuinely don't care about Inalla. Alright, there we go. Alright, well that's gonna suck. Oh, I could have bounced Inalla. They can get Worldly Tutor back. I don't think they want to do that. Yeah, I don't think I can attack through an Ulamog. I think I'm dead. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no way they would have been able to keep all those cards if I had been doing damage to them those 2 turns. Yeah, you think? They cannot tap their mana faster. Alright, I'll wait and see what I draw. Alright. They hit the... Oh no, they hit the creature. Okay, that makes sense. Oh no, that doesn't actually draw anything. Alright, that exiles my entire library. I have 8 cards in my library. And also, so I'm going to gamble, just for fun. Let's exile a card from my library. Or discard a card from my library. Let's see what's in there. Buried Alive. Force of Will, Mental Miss. Alright, I think that probably would have gone much differently. I don't know if they... It is a little weird. You click on the creatures, and then you might not notice that they're not getting the counters on them. And then, so... I probably made some mistakes there, but I'm going to keep that in. That was one of the most ridiculous games I've played in a long time. Alright, I got another match. I am on the draw. I'm playing against Ezuri. I'm going to keep this hand. I'm not sure about the Dark Confidant against what is likely an aggro deck. Jace is probably better. Green Sun Zenith. Alright. I did put Sweltering Suns in the deck. Let's just play the land. It is a snow-covered island for the Tainted Pact. So they don't have 2 islands. Alright, there's Ezuri. Turn 2 Ezuri, not super threatening yet. Go ahead and play Jace. No, I'm not going to copy Jace. I could presumably copy an attack with a Dark Confidant at a later turn. I don't think that's something I want to be doing, but we'll see. I'm going to at least block the Dryad Arbor. They don't have like a critical mass of like mana producing creatures yet. So that's what you really need to worry about. Nissa. Nissa's chosen. 2 life for each elf. I've never seen this Nissa played. Search your library for any number of elves and put them onto the battlefield. Oh, that is a threatening... let's draw a card. Alright, I'm more worried now about... I can't play a Signet and a Dark Confidant, can I? Well, that sucks a lot. I guess I play the Dark Confidant. I need to be able to tack back into this thing. I'm not going to make a copy. I'm a little more worried about that Nissa than I am about my life total right now. And Dark Confidant might actually protect some of my life total by keeping some of their creatures back. Or I might draw me into Sweltering Suns, Fire Confluence, or Toxic Deluge. Not super excited about playing those and killing my Jace, but they might do something. Alright, Giant Jiraga Warcaller. Makes their creatures really big. I think I might just die. Seems like a distinct possibility. Not going to block with a Dark Confidant. I got 3 draws into removal. So let's get red here in case we need to Sweltering. Although, yeah, Sweltering Suns does do it. Well, that sucks a bit. See what else we can draw here. Okay, I'm going to put the card in my library. Or in my graveyard. Oh. That's pretty good. Fire Covenant. 3 to this guy, 3 to that guy, 2 to that guy, 1 to that one. It's a lot of damage to myself. Wait. So if I Underground River, tap these 2 things. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. Three to this guy, 3 to that guy, 2 to that guy, 1 to that guy. Do I not care about the Nissas? Yeah, I do kind of care about the Nissas chosen, don't I? It's a lot of damage to my face. Myself. Oops. I accidentally attacked them instead of Nissa. Their life total does not really matter here. And I probably should have done all this before doing anything else. And then... this hymn's getting pretty bad pretty fast. I need to watch my life total here, like, a lot. Alright. I'm probably just going to slam the... well, I could... Jace. I don't remember which ways I have to draw cards in this deck. Or, not draw cards, gain life. So I desperately need to gain life here. Let's portent myself. I don't really want these cards. I want the Baleful Strix probably, but I don't know if I want anything else. Yeah, I'm going to shuffle. Baleful Strix not that good. See what we get. A land. Not precisely what I was looking for. So I can into the Royal or I can remand. They both have the same general effect. I do still have a basic in my library. So if they go after... yeah, that's fine. That's gets rid of a red land, but I've got this Verdant Catacombs. I can get a bad lands with it. I might need to interroyal my Dark Confidant. I don't know if I'm there yet. Alright, I want them to tap this thing to pump up their elves. And then I'll bounce it. No strong reason to use that mana. Oh, they're attacking my life total. Alright, so... into the royal... that thing. So now they're not tapping this to put counters on things. Careful study. Alright. I do need to watch this Dark Confidant pretty badly. I don't mind keeping around at least another turn. Miscalc Snapcaster Mage is fantastic. So let's attack Nissa. Let's tick this up again, I think. I don't think I need to... I could get rid of their hand. But then I'm not Snapcaster Mage, and it cost me a damage. Let's play this. I can miscalc or... yeah, no, let's just let that go. It's fine. It's really risky to not bounce the Snapcaster Mage. Or not bounce this Dark Confidant. I'm gonna do it though. I'm not gonna bounce it. I hope I don't end up regretting this. It doesn't really matter because I can't cast any of these. Then we 100% get rid of the Nissa. Please don't kill me. Oof. Ooh. I don't think I've got anywhere near enough mana to go for a combo. Let's careful study. I need a way to get rid of this Dark Confidant. So we're going to have to gamble for it. I definitely don't want that. I probably can't deal with that. Alright, we got rid of the Nissa. Nope. Let's tick it up. And then let's gamble. Windsor Rebuke? Probably. Please let me keep it. Okay, I get to keep it. Alright. So I should be okay. So now I block. If they let me kill, if they let it just die, I just let it die. They might not attack, in which case I Windsor Rebuke. Puts me in a position where I have to sack this land, but I'm going to want to sack this land anyways. I don't think they're going to attack here. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Let's get a Badlands. So we're 1 life. 1 life. All right. Doesn't really matter. Oh, Kess is pretty good. Baleful Strix also pretty good. I can recast something. How will I not hit like normal removal spells? It seems unlikely. I'm going to keep ticking it up. Although I don't think going after their library is really going to do anything. Let's draw first with this thing. Alright, intuition's pretty good. Let's keep it all back. Gonna let that fly. Oh, yeah, that I did not think about. All right. Well, I have to block here. Well, I counter this. Pretty much no matter what it is. Sweltering Suns doesn't get me around. Oh yeah, I definitely. definitely counter that. See what we can get here with intuition. Probably just a bunch of reanimate spells. I don't know if it's enough. I think it's enough for one turn at least. Then necromancy. Is that enough? We'll find out. We could just reanimate Kess and Collective Brutality, and still don't have a way to kill this Magistrate. Reanimate Snapcaster Mage and Collective Brutality and another spell. I need a way to kill the Magistrate, though. Pretty badly. Alright, they gave me the Necromancer. It cost me the most amount of mana, but it gives me a blocker. I have to sacrifice it. Yeah. Read your own cards. Alright, let's go for it anyways. I can't pay... I can't use that for mana anyways. Yes. No. Then we'll collectively brutalize. I don't think we need to take an instant... Well, we might as well. Because I'm not playing this Phyrexian Arena or the Dark Confidant. Target opponent, target creature, target opponent. Discard these two cards. Okay, they have a coat of arms. I might not chump. It's a bit dangerous. I think I have to pack this coat, which sucks. Puts me in a really bad position. Or the Archdruid. They're both bad for me. What else do they have? Nothing? I'm not blocking. Super risky. I'm definitely paying for that. All right. Could make an emblem here. I could cast Windsor Buke and bounce that thing, and then get back a creature leader. Yeah, Windsor Rebuke is probably alright. I don't think they have any way to give anything haste. Wirewood Channeler makes mana. I think I missed the Windsor Rebuke a few turns ago. And later I can Snapcaster or get back Baleful Strix. I can only get back one Baleful Strix. Alright. They hit Beast Within. I'm not attacking with this thing. But this buys me a turn so that I can Snapcaster with enough mana up to recast a couple of spells. And they can only cast one spell this turn, Harbinger. That I can actually just -2, -0 it. And the creature goes to their top of their library, not to their hand. Alright, they went with Selvala Ledgewalker. So they want to kill me. Blocked by flying or reach. So I can just block it with Kess. It sucks to have to do that. Well, that sucks too. Yeah, they can just coat of arms. Are there any hard counters? I could do another Pact of Negation. I can't remand and then miscalculate. Pact negation again sucks. I could intuition for a bunch of cards. See what we can get. Doing all this before the Inalla ability is so they don't know what I'm looking at. I can't force of will. I can counterspell. Is there a way to gain life? And then I can... Is there anything else? Is there a flyer or something? They just give me delay if I get delay. And we can't get reanimate. Can't really get that. Just trying to stay alive here. Is there a... Could we keep a creature alive? If we can reanimate something and keep it alive? Just taking too much damage. We can't daze it and then there's just not a lot going on here. Sweltering Suns, I guess. Those are the cards. And I still get another Snapcaster Mage, so they don't know what else I'm going to pick. Oh, I can actually Snapcaster the counterspell. But then that's all I get? I get like one other mana? I should have gotten like Murderous Cut too. I forgot I could Snapcaster. Oh, no, I only get a... Yeah, I already cast my Intuition. I only get one extra spell. They probably should have given me Liliana, honestly. Alright, so let's... No, I can't keep up an extra blue for Spell Pierce. I don't know if I tapped my mana... No, I didn't tap my mana wrong either. Sucks when you're in one life. They can't play the Coat of Arms anyways. Channeler. That's a 2/2. The other things... Yeah. Alright. I think we're in alright position here. Kind of. As alright as it gets, at least. Alright, can I... I'm running out of time, too. Necromancy's an enchantment, and that's an enchantment. Yeah, I gotta tick this up here. Can I play my commander safely? It's only 5 mana? Yes, I can. I need to watch my time, though. They're also at 5 minutes, so I'm not that far behind them. It's a bit crazy match. They can get around the Spell Pierce on the Coat of Arms now. Alright, you got it. Looking to give their things trample. You only get to regenerate one of them. I did not realize you could use that to... Oh, that sucks. I didn't realize you could tap any color mana with that thing. Another dead card. What can I... only have one red, or two red. Oh, this is brutal. This is so brutal. I can't let this thing live. So let's just Sweltering Suns. They can regenerate this thing. And I tick up Jace on it. I could just kill it. I don't... Do I kill it? No, I can't just kill it. And I might as well cast this Buried Alive for once. I can't use the Desolate Lighthouse anyways. Oh. I might want to cast these things. If I draw them. We'll just do that. Gotta be safe. I know they have a coat of arms. Alright, they got a Zealot. Can't do anything about that. I don't think I can actually win on time. I don't think there's any possible way. There is the Jace route. Alright, you got it. And I'm just drawing lands. Not 100% sure they can win on time either. Alright. But we're behind on time. Let's be quick about this. Cannot attack. Absolutely cannot attack. Playing Ezuri. Okay. I don't think I have a way to kill that. No, we can't. Come on. Yeah, we can't. I can't beat that. Cannot beat that. Enemy dead. These are enchantments. Arena. Yeah. I'm just gonna pack it in. Used our life as a resource and it ended up costing me. It was a fun game though. Lots of crazy games with this deck. Alright, I got another match. I am on the play. Move that thing over. And alright. Playing against Olivia. Deck has not done well against aggro decks so far. Do at least have Fire Covenant. And a counterspell. And Liliana if I can ever cast it. Same with Fire Covenant. I wonder if I should have kept this hand. It's a bit greedy. Alright, opponent plays Bloodfell Caves. Gains 1 life. Alright, I drew a land. So I look like a genius. Because that's really all I need to make this whole hand work. Another one would help for Apprentice Necromancer, but I don't have anything to get back yet. This Biforce is looking kind of dumb unless they play like Skull Clamp or something like that. Alright, so another tap land. At least we're not getting beaten down super hard. They're faithlessly looting. So I might just play the Liliana and discard the Biforce unless I discard a Reanimation outlet. Or if I draw one this next turn. Terramorphic Expanse. That is a lot of tap lands. In an aggro deck. Presumably an aggro deck. Does this thing have haste? Another creature enters the battlefield under your control. So let's pay 2 life to cast a Liliana. It shouldn't have Madness 0 on anything. Let's hope. Alright, they discarded a mountain. Alright, they're going for Liliana despite... or Olivia, despite the Liliana. Well, that sucks. You discard a creature. Or sacrifice a creature. And say go. Kess is awesome. I just can't cast her yet. Probably want to remand over Counterspell here. I could use to draw a card. Opponent plays Bloodhall Priest. I'm going to remand it as I said. Probably want to hold on to that. Wait for me to Liliana and then cast it. Alright, let's play this. Let's get an Underground Sea. And let's... I don't know what we're discarding here. Probably Counterspell. I can get Intuition back or Fire Covenant back with if Kess lives. It's a big if. I think I'm more on the Intuition plan than anything else. Black, red, blue, Kess. Kess is so awesome. It's like the linchpin card of this deck. I wonder if she'd be a good commander. Probably a much better commander than Inalla. Almost certainly, because she is. It's almost like people play her as a real deck and win 5-0s with her. Alright, opponent plays Gifted Aetherborn. And something else. And Terminate. Well, that sucks. I was hoping to keep her around, but it didn't seem likely. I think I make them sack that. They're pretty low on cards anyways. And then I can Intuition end a turn or Fire Covenant if I think I need to. I don't know what I Intuition for. Maybe Buried Alive and some reanimation spells, and if they maybe put Buried Alive in the graveyard, I can Apprentice Necromancer, well, I can reanimate Kess and get, you know, get Buried Alive back and then reanimate again. Because I have this one as well. That might be the route. Alright, there's Olivia. So, Buried Alive, Animate Dead, Reanimate. Is that the... yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm experimenting with this deck a bit. My guess is they give me the Buried Alive. And they did. It requires so much mana, though, to do what I want to do. You know, and Chain of Vapor. I should have tapped the Steam Vents for it. Okay, they decided not to bounce the Liliana, which is fine. Let's get all three. And they are in order. So they might have actually fixed that. So, do I tick up Liliana? Yeah, let's tick up Liliana. Discard the Fire Covenant. If I draw mana, I still can't. No, I can. Okay. If I draw a mana, then I can tick down Liliana and then reanimate the Wanderwine Prophets and win. That is, if they only play one creature. If they play two creatures, I'm in a different situation. I might Jin Cataxia. So there's Olivia. Got something else? Alright, that's it. Did I draw a land? We also have to worry about removal. which is definitely very possible. Alright, so let's pay a bunch of life. So black, white. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try and just win. Oh, no, I can't. Can I? I miscounted the mana. I need another mana. Yeah. Well, we'll go for Jin-Gitaxias, and then they have to deal with the Jin-Gitaxias, or we Wanderwine them next turn. They're going to play the Bloodhall Priest. I could just make them discard their hand, and then they probably can't do anything. I don't have a hand anyways, but I'd like to have the hand. I'm gonna Jin-Gitaxias. Let's hope they don't have removal for it. Alright, they backed it in. Honestly, though, I think that was a result of them playing way too many tap lands. They put themselves on the back foot very quickly because they couldn't play anything in the early turn. So this deck is not very good. I don't know if you could fix it by like going a more control-ish route, but then you're probably just better off running Kess if that's the case anyways. And you know, the problem with the control-ish route is you, especially this one, you end up falling behind and you end up having to use your combo pieces to try and disrupt what your opponent is doing because it's not very fast and it's kind of hard to assemble a combo. And when I first heard about the combo, I thought it was a little bit different. I didn't realize you needed to get in with a creature that had no evasion. So you basically have to have a clear path. That makes it really hard, and the fact that it requires at least 4 mana, at least 5 mana to go off. 4 mana? Yeah, I think 4 mana if you have Reanimate. So like it's pretty hard to construct a combo and make it work. We managed to get it off once, which was cool. And then reanimating Jin-Gitaxias and Sire of Insanity were actually pretty good in a couple of matchups. I don't know if that's necessarily true in a broader scope. But what's interesting is that reanimating Sire of Insanity and having like a card advantage engine like Phyrexian Arena or Jace the Mind Sculptor and those kind of things, that seems pretty good. I don't know if it's good in general, but it, you know, I mean, it's kind of cool to be able, you know, at least if you have an advantage or something like that, or it's an even board, then you have a 6/4 and you're wiping your opponent's hand over and over again. Against tougher, more controlling decks, they'd probably just kill it, and you know, I mean, so it's probably not that good. So, I mean, the deck led to some of the most interesting, crazy matchups and games than I've played in a long time. And I think that's because it's a bad deck with good cards. So, like, you can almost piece together something to come back from behind or to kind of control what your opponent is doing. And then maybe you win and maybe you just fall behind and lose. And there was a lot of that going on, and it led to some crazy situations because the deck's so bad. If it was a good deck, we probably would have been way ahead for most of those matchups. But I really enjoyed it, so it's not all bad. But I definitely don't think this is a good deck by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know if there's a better deck that you can come up with for Inalla. Again, there's not a critical mass of wizards with enters the battlefield abilities. Interestingly, Snapcaster Mage, it is really hard to have enough mana to really get the maximum value out of copying a Snapcaster Mage anyways. So maybe if you have a control deck with more than 30 lands, and then, you know, you want to go into the late game, and then you have ways of getting Snapcaster Mage back, like, you know, Kolaghan's Command. I mean, maybe there's a cool control deck with Inalla and some other wizards or something like that. I don't know. I had to try this one. You know, maybe you get the incidental Wanderwine Prophets win every once in a while. I mean, then it's like 9 mana minimum to win with that, and you have to have a clear path. If you're not trying to reanimate it, this is an awful strategy. So I don't know. I'd love to see Inalla work. Maybe they'll print better wizards in the future, and it'll get stronger. But for now, I had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun with me. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.